And I'm going to check my levels real quick. Because I don't trust it. Let's hear. It sounds okay. All right. So I only have about 50 minutes until I have a LinkedIn Live. If you're interested in that, let me know and I'll make sure to drop a link. I get together every Thursday with a handful of my Web3 friends, and we talk about what's happened, what's happening, and everything in between. It's called Blockchain Rehash. It's kind of a crypto week in review sort of thing, but it's really tuned towards real professionals, not just crypto degens. So let's see here. What was I gonna do? I was gonna post on Twitter real quick. Say, hey, live. Let's bring this over here. It's pretty much where I left off yesterday. There. Should grab my Twitch link. Live coding on Twitch. Next 50 minutes or so. For tech, Twitter. Let's use all the influencer tools. Live coding. Back later this afternoon. Swing on by. I need to get better at this. I have such a hard time with clickbait. And I know at some point I'm gonna have to like experiment with it / embrace it, but I'm just not there. It makes me cringe. Let's see here. This is something I was looking at earlier. At some point, I think we're gonna have to add chat to this, and I was thinking we'll set up a Discord server and enable chat through embedded Discord. Thought that would be fun. I don't need multiple of those open. That will do. I was looking at planet scale because I actually have, and I might do this on stream later even, but I've mint yourself. I have a NFT project that I put together a while back called Mint Yourself, and hop on here. Should be able to see. I don't want to be using my ledger. Thanks though. I didn't think that was. Oh, yep. There we go. And am I on the right connection? I'm on the Ethereum mainnet. I should have. There it is. Anyhow, Heroku has disabled their freemium tier, or their free tier. So I'm gonna need to go through and move my database. Anyhow, if we look back at this, so yesterday we had, I'm gonna see here, some other windows open here that we need. Here's our Excalibur. All right, so we handled login sort of. We're validating against the Altura guard. Which kind of basically what that's doing, if you've ever worked with Web3 wallets, there's a concept called signing. Um, I know that sounds pretty basic, but if you sign a message, you can validate that message using the expected input on the server side, thus basically validating that you are the owner of that wallet or that you have access to the private keys. So you can say, sign this message and send that signature to the server. The server can then say, did this person really sign this message? If so, yay, do whatever. But the whole thing with Altura NFT is that we are not having to interact with Web3 wallets, at least on the, game side of things. On the end user side of things, if they don't want to ever set up a Web3 wallet, you can still do things. Well, I guess we're expecting a wallet address for our application, but there's a lot that you can do without ever actually having that. And if I wanted to, I could use ethers or something to generate a new private key and kind of do, I don't know, a custodial wallet situation, or just generate them their own wallet address that they could use as part of the game. I'm just going to pull it from MetaMask, at least at this phase of things. If this game ended up being fun and we move forward with actually launching it, then I might consider tweaking a lot of things. So let's keep it simple. Camera is aimed a little bit high, but that's because I know I'm going to sync. And so try starting up here and see if we handle this better. All right, let's get back into our demo. So what I wanted to do is I'm just gonna store a session with a session ID, pass that back to the user, and the user can then pass the session ID with their requests, which can be validated against the database. And that's it for now. Honestly, I feel like there's an opportunity here to actually build a proper OAuth sort of structure around this. But that is well outside of the scope of what I am attempting to do today. So we're not gonna. Am I in focus? All right, close enough. Getting alerts on my watch. Look alive. All right. So let's do this. So we've got our login, and it's not here. Wait, what was the login page? We don't have a login page. We have a login component, which integrates into our template, and then right now that is just our main page. So that's where we're at. Okay, that's good. You know what I should do is I should commit this. I should probably get this on GitHub. If I don't think I have that there already. All right. I used to always use Git from the command line, and recently I've been using the plugin in VS Code, and honestly, it's really helped me not miss things. And one of the things I like a lot about it is just being able to click through and see what has changed. So I can say, oh, I've added CLSX and Daisy UI here. So let's go ahead and say added CLSX, and this can also be applicable to the yarn lock and Daisy UI. Boom, there's a commit for that. And my migrations, and oh, this was part of Daisy UI too. Hold on. Add Daisy UI plugin. All right, here we go. Now let's do all our database stuff, all our migrations up to this point. Data migrations for character table. So this and this uses auth context. So I'm gonna add, and that's what's here also. Add auth context. Is anything else here reference auth context directly? Or primarily, let's see here. Text is simplified. This is not, this is okay. Add auth context. Then we're not using use login. We decided to put that all into the auth context. Right. Simplify and add. Let's see here. Remove demo content and add login. So that technically is going to require the Altura endpoint too. And add character router. All right, we're all caught up. What is the remote on this? Do I have this remote? I forget how to check. Where's my? Where would this be going? I forget how to look that up. Let's see here. Get remote URL. Remote. I just try verbose. Oh, I do have this set up on GitHub. Okay, I'll just think this changes. Git push, and this, I think this is what this pushes and pulls, which I appreciate. All right, they're all up to date. So, what do we do now? Let's go ahead and set up authorization stuff. All right, so we're doing this. Okay, so this is our mutation, which validates our Altura guard against our wallet. So this is creating our sort of signature. And then instead of just returning the authenticated, so let's say if not response authenticated, then we're gonna throw an error. There is a proper error for this. What is it? I think I used them on mint yourself. Look in here real quick. Let's look in our routers, server routers. Yeah, there we go. tRPC error. Okay, so we're gonna throw a new tRPC error, and then that's just it's a code and a message. So the code that's in an object. Yep. Okay, code. Yeah, perfect. I think that should do. Wait, does code expect something? Unauthorized. There we go. Failed to authenticate user. All right. Now, instead of returning this, though, we're going to need to create a session table. So let's go to our Prisma schema. We're going to create a new model session. It's an interesting suggestion. So character is separate from user. I'm actually probably going to need to also create a user here. Or is it? I mean, I guess the way we're doing it right now is just the character is scope creeping in my head. Do I want to allow for multiple characters? No, just keep it simple. Let's do this. It's just going to be character. All right, what is this complaining about? Okay, yeah, so this doesn't have the in. Still figuring out Prisma relationships and how they work. So this is saying that the character doesn't have the session, but I just want a session that has a character. What does Prisma format do? Yarn Prisma format. Huh. That's cool. But I don't think that's accurate because I don't want an array of sessions. There's only one session. It's a one-to-one relationship. And I think that's what, no, well, I guess that's right, technically. But I don't want to store that in there. I don't think. I just want to look at the session table and be able to join to the character. Sorry, notification on my phone. Not important right now. What are we gonna do? See, these are the things that, like, honestly, as a developer, it's like the hardest things that I struggle with. Like, do I really want to do this? What are all of the implications of it? And trying to speak through it out loud is a lot harder than normally. I just like let it stew in my head for a minute. I'm like, but that doesn't make for very good content. So I'm gonna have to talk about what I'm thinking here. I don't care about looking at a character and seeing an array of sessions. I only ever really want one session at a time anyways. So let's just look real quick at the Prisma docs. 1-to-1 relationship. If I'm doing that anyways, do I just put a session ID in the character table, call it good? That would be the simple way, wouldn't it? I have not had to be a proper DBA in such a long time. For the before this last year, I spent 5 years working in ServiceNow, and ServiceNow handles like all of that basically. There's still some things you have to consider. I think it's I can't remember. I want to say it's not Postgres, but like MariaDB behind the scenes or something. But they abstract all the management away from the user and give you kind of WYSIWYGs to deal with. Do I prefer doing it here? Yes. This is a lot, like, I can trust what's happening. I don't have to guess what the system's doing behind the scenes and the implications of it. But it was nice not to have to think about this sort of thing. So let's just add session as a string. We can update this later. And get rid of this. Session as a string. Is that actually Prisma optional? That's, yeah, I mean that, okay. I think that's right. Guess we'll find out. All right, so writing a session to the character model. So yarn prisma migrate dev. Add session to character. Yarn, and that did generate already, although we know that we were running into problems yesterday, so this is going to be interesting. So, okay. Prisma. Find this autofill Prisma. Maybe if I do it up here and I say new Prisma const Prisma equals new Prisma client. There we go. Is that right? Wait, no, it's not. It's just from the DB client. All right, whatever. I'll copy it and paste it. Then we're gonna say Prisma character. All right, so we know the wallet, so we'll look up what we can update based on the wallet. There's probably some other validation stuff that we could do ahead of time, but Prisma character. So this is the first time we've logged in. I could do the upsert here because we don't actually know the character exists, but it could. Let's do an upsert. So upsert is just update if it exists and insert if it doesn't. So, and then the Prisma upsert was Prisma upsert. Where, and then the create and the update. So we can have a different thing create or update, which is interesting because I'm glad to have the ability to do that, but I wish I didn't have to. All right, so, and this is all on an object, so we're gonna have where add address is input address. Yep, okay. What's that complaining about? Oh, that's right, we changed it to wallet address. All right, now we're still having issues. What is it? Wallet address. Don't tell me I'm gonna have this issue again. All right, so the question is, if I close this and reopen, does it fix it like it did yesterday? And if so, then I need to figure out what is the like refresh that I need to do. No, it didn't. Okay, so upsert. If I look in here, Prisma character, create, and we have our wallet address, and it's not complaining. Oh, because address is not a unique field, probably. And that does need to be unique, at least in our current version of what's happening. Next dev, split this out, and we'll say yarn Prisma migrate dev. So it's adding constraint, which means if there's duplicate values, it's going to fail. Hopefully we should not have any at this point. But if you are getting ready to run a migration, like this, what you should probably do is create a migration. Like if you already have data in your database, you should probably create a migration ahead of time, like an empty migration, where you create a script that handles the records that are going to be modified in the way that you expect. So basically look at all the records where there is multiple of the new unique key, and then iterate over them, doing some sort of action, deleting the one that you don't want, basically. Merging the data in a sane way. In this case, I don't care because there's not anything in there, and if there was, I'd be perfectly happy nuking the whole database. Make wallet, let's say make address unique. All right. And it should generate my clients. Now can I come here and, okay. So question, if I refresh, would it be this? No. Also, it's a refresh server. Does it DB client, and this actually getting this stuff from here? We're just getting it from here. Is it actually coming from here? And client schema. And client schema. Oh. If anybody knows, let me know. Now, if I restart my lint server, does it fix this? Shouldn't, because this is a IntelliSense thing. All right, well, I guess the first question is, again, if I close it and open it, does it work? Let's validate that. Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? And no. Oh, we're still having issues. Okay. Shame on me. So this is now unique, which should satisfy the constraint here. It's missing the following properties. Oh. Oh, is it just, oh, it's 8. And we'll say wallet address is the input address. Updates, well, updates not anything right now. But also session. Wait, did I capitalize that? Ah, that's because that was an object before. This is gonna be these are gonna be the grossest migrations. I think you can flatten them out. So what I would do is take all of these and flatten them into one migration before actually applying to production. Yarn Prisma migrate dev, just to make it cleaner. Fix case on session. All right, back over here, session equals. Now we're creating, totally creating a GUI, some sort of GUID here. Let's make this new session ID. I'm sure that there is a better way to do this. But off the top of my head, do I have MD5? I don't have any crypto libraries. JavaScript hash code. I mean, like just an MD5 or something would be fine. Probably need to install like a crypto lib, which is fine. npm sha 6. Is there like a whole, I think I saw like a whole crypto lib. Hash? Not exactly a lot of stars here. npm crypto. Alright, we got about 20 minutes until I gotta drop for this stream. Again, I'm gonna pop over to LinkedIn and join some friends on an event. I could even technically simulcast that here. Maybe. I don't know if anybody would want to see that. A little different. I mean, this does what I want. Stars do we have over here? That's better. All right, let's use this. Add crypto.js. All right, that's it. All right. And then we are going to say SHA-256. There yet. Oop. Want to do J import 6 from this. Sure, it's probably like this, and it is this. As try adding these. Add. This is a developer dependency, so -d, capital D. See if they have some proper typings for this. There we go. Now, if I come back down here, can I auto add it? There we go. Alright, so now we have a SHA-256, and we're just gonna, honestly, I'm gonna say, yeah, that's almost exactly what I wanted. Perfect. There we go. So I'm just gonna grab the timestamp and append it to the input address so that I have a unique, yet predictable string. And this is gonna be my session ID for now. And the update is almost the same, except for it's just the session. Now it's create complaining about, oh, there's more, right. We need to add a few more items. So HP, well, character name, we'll just leave blank for now, but it's required. HP is 10. I should probably have like a new character. Let's create a new character object actually, and I'm gonna put that over here. I'll make it centralized. Let's put it in. I don't have a character feature yet. Character. And we'll have constants. New character. Export. Const new character equals. There we go. I guess template. Let's make it clear. This is a new character template. So character name is nothing. You have no name. HP is 10, MP is 0, EXP is 0. I think that's all we need. And this is, ooh, can I do my, why is this complaining? I mean, I know why that's complaining. Oh, I'm just restarting the server. I'm not fixing anything. I need to add that to save. Maybe that's something for another day. All right. Character. We're not doing character. We're doing this in Altura. So now I'm gonna grab new character template. Beautimous. All right. What is it missing? Oop. Name. I thought I had name. Oh, did I put his character name? That's why I was gonna, yeah, I did. Okay. Name. Because this would be a partial of, but I don't know what is. Schema, sorry. The Altura router, if I'm looking at character, let's look at character here, because it's going to be the return on this. Character create, no, character select, it's on the find many. Character find many args. And it returns. Where's the return? Find many. Returns a promise of what? Christmas. Do I have access to that type? I do? Is that right? That's awesome. Okay. So now this should accept and expect anything from the character, but it doesn't require the required fields. It's partial. All right, now what's this complaining about? Incompatible types. String undefined. Oh, because it's technically a partial, but it is a sign. Oh, can I make this as const? Is that? Because then we know that that is what it is supposed to be. Okay. So I don't want to have to define anything else here. Partial character is correct. And so if I remove this, it's going to complain, right? That it doesn't match. Yeah. Yeah, it's missing ID, while all the other required things. Thing is, name is set here. It is not string undefined. It is a string. Yes, I don't need to type it. We can just use what TypeScript is returning or inferring from it. Yeah, that fixes it. Sometimes I think I overtype stuff. Yeah, 10 minutes-ish, which is fine. Like I want expected results, and I want things to throw errors. But sometimes you just need to let things work the way that TypeScript is gonna work. Let it be flexible, but it's gonna throw type errors when it doesn't match. So if I get rid of this now, over what's here? But.name. Oh, sorry, I'm in the character Altura. Right. So if I got rid of name, it should complain that it doesn't have a name, right? Yep. All right. So it works the way I want it to. All right. So now we're creating this or we're upserting or updating this with the session ID. That can happen asynchronously. And then we're going to return. Let's see here. Should I guess I should make sure that that is successful. So we will return this. And then we'll add to the then chain. So then, where's my closing then? Not then. Now this should be, oh wait, but I do need to, let's see, I'm returning that. What's that actually going to return though? What is an upsert response expecting? Well, it should show me here, response. What is response? Oh, it is the character. That would be cool. I'd be fine with that. So we log in and it returns the character. I mean, that kind of conflates the Altura router with the character router. It's a crossing of responsibilities, but I think that that's appropriate. All right. So, because that would then have our session ID. So now, if we go back to the auth context, RISP is returning a character. And is authenticated is gonna be, I guess, there is not no response, because if there's an error, it's going to pop down here to error. So let's say if there is no response, then it's fine. Let's get the Boolean value of whether or not that exists, and then the auth key is going to be the auth response dot session. Cool. What's this complaining about now? String null is not compatible, string undefined. We can do this then. Yeah. So if it's not there, it's nothing, which appropriate. All right, I'm gonna need to make a log out function. Do I want to say handle logout or just log in and log out? I don't know. These things always always vex me. And basically new state being new state Did I have an initial state? It's where it's nice to have like an initial state. I don't know if I'm gonna want any of the old state. Let's just say authenticated default, auth key is undefined. And this is const. Alright, and then we're gonna go and set the state, and we're also going to save auth context to the new state. Alright, so that's my logout. And then a logout gets returned, and a logout is just that. Beautiful. And then say in the index, I gotta name this to home or something, because this is just index.tsx. There could be a million of them. I want this to tell me what it is. I'll have to look into the pages API. All right, so I want let's make a here in key. Should I just name this the auth feature? Makes more sense because it's not just login. I'll also be log out. As we're gonna create right now. Log out button. Log out button. Perfect. And this is just gonna be turn button. Well, it needs to be if it doesn't. Okay. Hold on a second. It's just a regular button because we're not using a component library. Log out. Now we need to get the auth context. So is authenticated and handle log out from there. Beautiful. Now I don't care to return this if it's here. If it's authenticated, we'll just return a fragment. There we go. And then on click is the handle logout. You're cruising today. All right, so let's include this log out button. If we go back to our page now, oh, we are we are logged out? No, okay. There's log out button, boom. And we're logged out, just like that. Let's double check the state. Context is authenticated as false, beautiful. All right. So let's go ahead and log back in. Grab my address. And this is actually perfect. Hopefully, if this works, this is perfect because this will be a great point to wrap up. For now, submit. Did nothing. It did something. Oh, failed to authenticate user. Okay. I've seen that a few times now. We need to provide good feedback. But for now, I wonder if it's a oh, no, not the right account. Dev stream. There we go. Hey, lovely. And we've got our session key here, the wallet address. We got a character. Cruising. All right. Well, this is a great point to wrap up. I think that I'm just going to go ahead and join the LinkedIn event if you're interested in joining. Let's find it. I'll drop it in chat. No, that's not what I want. Let's not look at our in-mail. Or we don't need to look at our private notifications. All right, hold on a second. Where is... There we go. Not recent, or is it recent? Is this the one today? It is. All right, so here's the event. Last week, blockchain rehash. Share. Copy link. I'm gonna drop this in chat. And I'm going to drop so that I can join this event. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, happy hacking, everyone. I'll see you next time. Probably be back on later to continue work on this. I am excited to get this, get the first pieces of this all together. I'm gonna then go ahead and produce a proper YouTube video for this. Not sure if it'll end up on my channel or probably Altura's channel, so check them out. Yeah, catch y'all next time.